Hello and welcome back to another Final Table commentary. Today we got something different going on. Brendan made a Final Table a month ago. We're going to go over the Final Table. Everybody's going to give me some suggestions. That would be lovely. I'm here to learn. Somebody let me know where I went wrong, even though there's some very obvious situations where Brendan went wrong. We got a couple of Final Tables we're going to go over. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Let's get this bad boy started. Coming in 6th place, there was about 3,000 runners. It's a $3 turbo. Boppity boo, a queen and an 8 quickly hits the muck. Great start for the Final Table. Doopity doo, we got VZVZ. Very short stack with 5 blinds. They'll let whatever they have hit the muck. We got Eden, Proof Chimp Chunk. I hear some other sound going on. What's going on, Brendan? Quickly close that. There's Frank. So we got a raise first in from I'm Loser. L11 will call the big blind. 9-5-4 flop goes bet call. 6 on the turn completes the flush, goes check check. L11 goes for a little bet ski. And again, I hear sound, but it's not lining up. Is there a video playing? No videos are playing. Is the sound normal again? Sorry, I should restart, but we're not going to. We got Turco with a big stack, STS with a big stack, boopity boo, Proof Chipmunk, Prof Chipmunk, boopity boo. L11's all in, that's fun to see. We like to see that, and a call from Turco, hopefully a bust out. $40 bounty on the line, Ace 10 versus Ace King, boopity boo. No 10s dealer, oh no, a 10 on the flop. The whole table hates life. Dippity doo. King, come on, put a king out there. No king. Looks like a 9 or a 10. Doobity doo. Everybody shows their cards. A couple of straights being made. Very typical of a very low buy-in Final Table. So we see SDS go for the open. This doesn't matter. I suppose I'm doing this Final Table a month later, and obviously with an 8 and a 6 of the same suit, we could call here, getting a super great price. Somebody let me know, is this just a call? Did we just go to the flop? I'm afraid of Turco 3-betting. We should have took a peek and see what his 3-betting stats are. Queen 5 deuce flop. Doopity doo. I just still think I should have played call 8 on the turn. So again, the reason why I'm doing this is I got a very concerning comment yesterday on a YouTube video. Michaela told me not to say anything about it, don't do anything about it, but I'm just straight up concerned. I'm not going to call the person out, but they had said that Lena's name is Helena. They're from Russia. Lena 900 is obviously Nicholas Astedt. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Swedish gentleman. Very strong poker player. One of my favorites to watch. I thought it was satire. Michaela said this person might be a little cuckoo. I don't know. Boppity boo. Nonetheless, they had also made another comment about my singing. So I felt like I needed to explain myself. First and foremost, Lena is a gentleman from Sweden. And I know that. I'm a very big fan of watching them play. I come here to learn. As we see a couple of ace-9s chop up the pot. Very interesting hand. 12 big blinds. We'll chop between the two of them. Ooh, a queen and a jack. We'll see if Brendan plays. We get a short stack in the big blind. Jack Malfin. Oh, a 3-bet. Brendan has the snap fold button going on. VZV is all in. What do we got going on here? Jack 10 suited versus a couple of 3s. A jack or a 10 would be pretty cool. 10 on the flop. That's great news. No 3s dealer. And we'll get the ladder. So again, just back to explaining myself. I feel like the reason why I'm doing these Final Tables is partially to learn. Like, I don't feel as if I've got a whole lot of knowledge to share. As we see Brendan get the ace and the jack. We'll open it on up. Should I just min raise? 2.1 blinds is the open. Doopity doo 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 doo. Facing a 3-bet, I think I should just let this ace jack hit the muck. If Eden rips all in, I'll be very tempted to go for a call. Facing Turco's 3-bet, we should again take a peek and see what he is 3-betting. I wouldn't mind a 4-bet all in. That would be fun. Ace and a jack hits the muck. See, would have flopped 2 pair on a 3 flush board. Boopity boo. So again, I'm here to learn. I'm here to improve because I don't even know what to do with this ace and the jack. Do we just let it go? Facing the 3-bet, we just move along. So basically, my intentions of making these final table commentaries is to first and foremost see what the players do. See how they navigate the final tables. So when I find myself on these $3 tournament final tables, I could try to scoop a couple $100. So we're learning from the strong players. Second place where I hope to get some knowledge from, even though it hasn't quite happened yet, is it would be lovely to get comments where people just tell me like, hey Brendan, like, sounds like you were just wrong, where there's a lot of times where I'm guessing what I think the action's going to be. Whether it's just check call on the flop, check raise on the flop. I'm really trying to learn and see what the players are going to do. It'd be lovely if somebody commented and said, hey, this is why they're going for the check call instead of check raise, or this is why they're going for the check raise in this situation. So there's 2 avenues of learning there. And I feel like, holy shit, is it helpful. Even though it's solely watching the final table, it makes you think more about making the final table, and it makes you think about the whole ICM as you get down to the final 18 players of a tournament. Because, like, for me, it's so fun getting down to the final 20 players. I don't care if I've got 20 big blinds. I just turn it up. I turn the aggression up. I don't care about making the final table. I don't care about finishing in 7th place. I want to win. As we see the ace 10 face a limp, checks it on back. I do like this. We could go for a little Betsky on the flop. We go for the check back, 7 on the turn. This is way too passive. Although we are going to go for a big bet on the turn, which I like. May as well just click the 66% button. No need to fiddle around. We do fiddle around and land on the 400k bet. 4 on the river. So a raise pre-flop could have came on in. Just checking back is very interesting. I find what I like to do in the big blind facing a lot of limps is I like to keep the ranges super wide. I like to make pairs. I like to let my opponents bluff. And then I call down rather wide. As we see Eden stick it all in for their stack. $11 bounty on the line. L11 finds the call. Ace and a king versus an ace and a queen. Boppity boo. Any queen stealer would be lovely to see. A queen. Put it on the river. Come on. Let's get the ladders. Let's get a person. Gonzo, Alonzo. Nope. Eden gets the full double. Doobity doo 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 doo. Sweet, so now we got that out of the way. Brendan's here to learn. Don't be afraid to educate me. I don't really even care what your knowledge is, because again, this person was talking about Lena being from Russia, being a female. I hope it's satire. I thought it was funny when I first read it, but then I got concerned. And then they were talking about my singing, and it's like, look, that's just my personality. I throw out a lot of boppity boos. I don't have a whole lot of poker knowledge. I've been playing for quite a while. You know, since I was 18, 27 now. But like with that being said, I don't have like the high stakes knowledge of what to do in each situation. I've got a low stakes background. Like my average buy-in's probably $8. Just here for fun, you know? Trying to get better. Love the game. Boppity boo. Another thing about the singing is, like, I know it's not great. Like, I wish I was better. I wish I could be more artistic, and I wish my voice sounded better, but, you know, here we are. You're just given the gift that you've been given. Got a very mediocre voice. Very mediocre when it comes to creativity and spontaneous songs. They don't come to me very well, but there's like maybe 5% of the time I feel like I hit a good note, I hit a good line, and that's what we're here for. Anyways, enough about Brendan. We're going to get to the final table here as we see Turco go for a little re-raise. Again, I should really be paying attention to what their stats are. Hopefully for the next final table, we'll see Brendan hover over their stats quite a bit more, because that's what I'm really interested in knowing right now. Doopity-doo. So we're down to 18 blinds, 19 blinds. What can we say about the final table played so far? The ace-jack facing the 3-bet is a super interesting spot. I don't think calling makes sense. I do like a 4-bet all-in if Turco's 3-betting way too much. Ace-jack offsuit. Very interesting. King deuce deuce flop goes check, bet, fold, call, fold. King on the turn. Everybody's got 2 pairs at the very least. Turco puts in a very small bet, about 10% here. Another call jack on the river. Goes check, check, a boat versus ace 10. Boppity boo. I'm loser setting the trap there. You see, Turco's going a little aggressive. They're going to apply a lot of pressure on I'm loser. Still go for a little value bet with the ace high. Boppity boo. Boppity bee. So like Turco, our Brazilian friend, looks like the type of player to put a lot of pressure on their opponents. Makes me think about that ace-jack 4-bet all-in. Makes me wish I did it. Because again, I want to play for first place. I don't really give a shit about making a couple $50 here and there. 7th place or 8th place. Not what I'm here for. I want to get the W. As we see I'm loser make a flush versus straight. I'm loser setting the trap once again. Blinds go up, 7-6 suited, we'll hit the muck. STS is really unhappy about that happening, or that hand. Making a straight on the turn. I'm loser making the flush on the river. STS really wanted those chips. Jack 7-3 flop, checks around, queen on the turn. I'm loser throws out the good game, very respectful player. Do. I suppose it really doesn't matter, but you see everybody's got a color beside their name, and that is all just reference to their experience. Jack Malfin, the most experienced player on the final table. We see Prof Chipmunk, STS, L11, they've got the green tags. They're just inexperienced players. King Jack, I feel like I should call. Queen 8-7 flop goes check, check. Hopefully Eden checks. They put in a bet ski for third pot. L11 calls, and we can quickly fold to King Jack. But a stack to pot ratio 1-1. Hopefully Eden dunks it in. They do not. King 10 makes a pair of 10s on the river. See, to me it seems like the King 10 should hit the muck on the flop. Just backdoor straight draw, a couple overcards to the 9. They do smack a pair. Doopity doo. 6 and a 3. We'll happily let that hit the muck. Doopity doo. King Queen 10 flop goes check. This is a lot more interesting without being able to see their whole cards, as we see Eden throw up the deal sign. Ace on the turn. Who's got more jacks here? I think L11's got more 2 pairs, more flush draws that complete on the river. We see STS with the 2 pair, L11 with the set of kings. 22 blinds will slide their way. Boppity boo, boppity bee. So we're down to 12 bigs. That's bad news for Brendan. Obviously. Like, kind of best case scenario is Eden busts out, Brendan busts out next. STS down to 20 blinds. We could see them somehow face a cooler again. Hopefully they're busting, and then Brendan's looking to double up. Or be Gonzo Alonso in 7th or 8th place. So that's not good news. Or 7th or 6th place, sorry. All in from STS. We'll take it down from the small blind. Boppity boo, boppity bee. 9 and a 5. Brendan will happily fold. L11. The big stack will also let their shit go. Whatever it was, we don't know. Prof Chipmunk in the big blind facing a limp will check it on back. King 9 3 flop goes check, check, 4 on the turn. Goes check, check, 8 on the river. Would love to see Prof Chipmunk put in a little betski, try to buy the pot with the ace and the 10. Versus the 8 and the 6, a little pair on the river will get the pot. Like, should Prof Chipmunk go for some sort of raise at some point? I think I faced a situation earlier in the tournament with the ace and the 10 facing the limp. I check it on back as well. Prof Chipmunk checks it on back. I just wonder if we should raise pre-flop. Put a little c-bet in on. You see, I hear the all-in sound. I don't have anything open that's producing the all-in sound. Oh, you know what it is? I must have another table open right now, and the audio is being picked up. My apologies. I hope that doesn't happen for the next one. There's too much sounds going on right now. It's confusing the hell out of me. I can only imagine it's pretty miserable to watch as we see Turco all in. What the fuck happened to Turco? Ace and a king versus 7 and a deuce. Holy shit. I suppose I could go back and see what actually the action was. Should we stick in a big blind right here, as Turco's all in with a $60 bounty? Wow, makes me wonder. We obviously expect to see some sort of raise, so I suppose that's why the 9-8 hits the muck. Ace 9 2 flop. Don't think we're winning this pot with the 9 and the 8. At least not yet. 8 deuce. Oh my lord, we should have been in there with a 9 and the 8. Ace on the turn. Yeah, now I feel like a big idiot. Do-ba-dee-do-do-do-do-do. 3 on the river. Brendan could have won $60 if he wasn't an idiot. But to be fair, case of say I limp, I'm loser's still going to stick in the big raise with the 8 and the 2. And we should change them up to a green tag. Good game. They get the big bounty. So we do get another ladder, and all in from STS. See, when you see that 8 deuce hand. So again, I'm just thinking. Brendan goes limp. All in from Turco. STS calls 1 big blind. I'm loser raises to 6. When Jack Malfin calls, I'm going to fold. Which is a damn shame as STS is all in once again. So again, I quickly flashed the prizes. It would have been really cool to see me hover over that for a little bit longer now, wouldn't it have been? See, I don't even know what's for first place. This is just a horrific final table. I suppose it's all... Oh, King Queen, are we all in? I would love to see it. Let's get a double up. I'm loser. The fishy player finds the call. What do we got? Jack 7 suited. Big flipski. About a 60-40. Fair flop. Good turn. Just a Jack or 7 would suck a big dick. Oh, looks like a clean card. 2 on the river. That's good news. We get the double. Up to 18 bigs. That's great news. 5 million chips. Got a queen and a 5. We'll probably let that bad boy go. We could raise here. We're covering both of these shorter stacks. Would have loved to seen a raise. Perhaps a limp as well. Jack 8 4 flop. We see Eden 2x overbet all in. And the raise will get through. Boppity boo, boppity bee. Boppity boo. See, there's not as much to say. I'm loser with the raise. The fishy player. L11 finds the call. Prof Chipmunk is well in there. 7-3 deuce flop goes bet call. Fold 7 on the turn. I'm loser will check. L11 will put in a big betski about half pot. Get another call. Jack on the river. Hopefully there's an all in and a call. All in. Just hopeful for the call now. You see, I keep hearing the sounds from another table and it's confusing as all hell. Hopefully, again, I'll say it for the next final table. It's much different now. I'm loser shows the queen of hearts. Ace 5 for L11 gets the job done. See, just another fishy play. A couple of ducks. Should we play this? Probably not. Let's see the flop, Brendan. Come on, click the rabbit button. Doesn't happen. I wanted to see it if a deuce was coming or not. So other than the ace jack 3-bet against Turco, I gotta say I kind of like what I've done so far. The 9-8 we could have limped in, of course, but then again I'm going to be folding pre-flop. So I decided just to save myself the one big blind. So that's an interesting thing. Is that like the right play? Should I just fold considering it's very likely we're going to get some sort of raise from even 8 deuce offsuit? As we get another king and a queen, we'll see what happens here. All in from STS. We do cover for the $30 bounty. I don't know what to do here. I think I find the fold. Do-ba-dee-do-do-do-do-do. We've seen STS go they've been quite active with the all-ins. They're not afraid to grip it and rip it for the short stack. We do look at their buttons or their numbers for a little bit, 34%. And again, I think they've done this about 3 or 4 times now. Brendan does land on the fold option. We would have flopped a straight draw, a couple of over cards. I would imagine we would see a lot of suited ace-x there. And then a lot of pocket pairs. So the king queen hits the muck. 4-4 from the small blind will rip all in. And a 4 on the flop. Doobity-doo. I'm loser. We'll go for the open. Get a call from Jack. L11 also comes along. Interesting pot brewing. STS plays call from the small. Eden in the big blind also completes Jack. King Jack 2 flop goes check. All in. Hopefully we see a call here. I'm loser does land on a call. This does not mean anything. I'm loser could have a 2 here for all we know. A flush draw. Some straight draws out there. Jack 8 pair and a flush draw versus top pair with a fair kicker. 10 on the turn is a clean card. Jack 8 or club. Boopity boo. Queen of clubs on the river. That's bad news for Eden. Ace queen hit the muck. Doopity doo. Jack Molfin could have won a huge pot there against I'm loser. Ace and a queen for Brendan. We'll see what the hell happens here. 15 blinds. Do we rip it all in? I like a min raise. Don't rip it all in. Min raise comes on in. Eden in the small blind. What are we going to do? They're going to rip it all in. Uh-oh, what the hell do we do? I'm going to land on a call. But here's the lesson. Here do you learn from like ace and a king? It's all in. Brendan needs a queen. Or a jack now. That'd be pretty sweet. 10 on the turn. We got chop outs. A 9 or an 8 is a chop. Poppity boo. Looks like a low card. Deuce on the river. That's bad news for Brendan. He's done in the final table. So do we still call? Brendan's played super tight. Gets an ace and a queen. He gets 7th place out of 3,000 players. Gets about $100 for his efforts. That's not what we wanted. No, it's not. So again, I don't even know what's for first place. This is just a horrific video. It's really just all about my concern for a comment that I had, to be honest with you, where the person said Lena's from Russia and they're a female. I hope it's satire. I'm just concerned because, like, again, so my vision for these videos is people, they tell me poker knowledge. It's not about telling me where Lena's from. You know? Unless that's satire, then I want to hear that. That's funny. But I'm just concerned because I don't think it's satire. Because, like, once you start talking about my singing, it's very obvious you're not a big fan of the videos. And, like, that's fine with me. It's like the intros, like, it's like, if you don't freaking enjoy the commentaries, just leave. You don't have to be here for the show. Just leave. Take off. Click on to the next video. Go find something you enjoy. But if you're going to stay and watch, please throw out some comments about the poker stuff. Because I'm here to learn. That's all I really got to say. You see, Brendan gets 7th place. He calls it off with the ace and the queen. I don't know what to do there. I don't even have an answer for you. Should I call it off with the ace and the queen? We see Eden rip it all in. They've been an active player. We see ace and a jack against Turco hit the muck. Ace queen is at the bottom line. Do we call? Do we just let that hit the muck and go look for a better spot? We could have got a couple of ladders had we just folded. STS is very aggressive. We have another short stack in the big blind. We could have just waited for them to bust out, get 5th place. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the win. So if I'm here for the win, do I just call with ace queen and lick my wounds? That's what I think. Anyways, let me know what you think. That's the end of the show. So if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this shit out. Hopefully we'll see you in another one. Until then, adios amigos.